For anyone just joining us, my name is Christine. I am the session chair. Right now, we're listening to Dr. Fernando Salvetti, who is the founder and managing partner of LogosNet, based in Houston, Texas. So for the next presentation, he will be talking about the Community MediCorps program at George Washington University. So you are welcome to start whenever you're ready and situated. And yeah, you have 30 minutes for your presentation.
Okay. Okay. Here I am again. Guys, thank you again for attending with me this presentation. And we are about to take a look at a very innovative solution designed and developed by the George Washington University, the healthcare school in Washington, D.C. To my knowledge, in my previous experience, I never saw such a solution. It's really the first time because we are talking of a mobile STEM lab. It's a big truck, it's really a big truck that was built purposely to engage high school students for STEM education within an immersive and interactive learning center. Let me share a quick movie about that. Just a second, I can copy and paste the link from YouTube.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin O'Connor. I'd like to take the time to tell you about an innovative project I hope you'll support. The Community MediCorps program, developed by the GW School of Medicine and Health Sciences, will transform how high school students in Northern Virginia study life and health sciences for in-demand careers. The flagship of the program is a high-tech immersive learning center. This mobile STEMH lab features both virtual and augmented reality to immerse students in real-life environments for hands-on collaborative learning. The MediCorps program serves students from ACPS, APS, and FCPS. The program provides mentorships, internships, and community service outreach.
Hi, and welcome to the Community MediCorps program's Immersive Learning Center.
I'm Terry Capshaw from the George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Sciences, and my colleague, Dr. Linda Zanin, and I are the co-directors of MediCorps. We're excited you're here. This mobile center is going to provide innovative experiences that will bring the health sciences to life. Dr. Zanin is going to tell you more about the center and the really cool programming that you're about to experience.
You're about to be immersed into environments where simulated objects are superimposed on these walls. You're going to be able to interact with avatars to explore the life and health sciences. These experiences will accelerate innovative ideas and collaboration.
Thanks, Linda. You will occasionally see our GW George Explorer mascot appear throughout activities. George will lead you in new directions. George, do you want to say a few words?
Hi there. I can't wait to help you explore our activities. You're going to have fun and learn a lot. I'll see you around.
Thanks, George. One last bit of business. We'd like to acknowledge Go Virginia and GW for funding this project, and we appreciate our regional school systems for partnering with us. Now let's get started.
My leg!
Hi, it's Miss Marjorie, the athletic trainer, and this is Dr. Nelson, the team, and Graciela, our student aide. You're Sean, right? Can you tell me what hurts?
Yes, I'm Sean. I hurt my leg.
Which leg?
My right one.
Do you know what happened to it?
I was running with the ball and I got hit really hard on my leg. It felt like my ankle rolled when I fell.
Did you feel anything pop or crack?
Maybe, but it happened so fast.
Do you have any numbness or tingling in your foot or toes?
No, it just hurts a lot.
Hey guys, yes, I'm addressing to you. Let's agree about the next question. What do you suggest to have me asking our athlete? 1. Do you have any medical problems? 2. How bad does it hurt on a 0 to 10 scale? 3. Can you move your foot? 4. Did you faint?
Please take your choice all together and press the button. Great decision, guys.
How bad does it hurt on a 0 to 10 scale? 0 means no pain and 10 means an emergency.
8 or 9.
Okay, let me know if anything hurts when I feel your leg.
Ow!
The vision behind the Community MediCorps project emerges from a large-scale collaborative effort supported by diverse stakeholders. This partnership model with secondary education, community colleges, and four-year institutions will better prepare our future workforce. A shared goal of the Community MediCorps is to inspire youth to explore and connect as we create tomorrow's next generation of STEM-age leaders. Immersive learning environments enhance learning by adding work-based learning content that is interactive and engaging, offering students the opportunity to be immersed in high-stake environments with low-risk consequences while practicing and learning skills by doing. The MediCorps Immersive Learning Center supports an innovative model, creating a career roadmap linking secondary education to higher education and the workforce. Programming inspires active learning experiences while boosting creativity, bridging the gap between complex topics, and connecting students to work-based learning skills. The Community MediCorps initiative addresses issues that relate to equity, diversity, and inclusion. There are significant consequences to limited access to healthcare services, health outcomes, and health equity for underrepresented minority patients in underserved communities. Youth who identify as racial or ethnic minorities are less likely to be exposed to and less prepared for a range of STEM-age careers, and we know there exists a long-term need for skilled and credentialed STEM-age workers. Experiential hands-on learning is critical throughout K-12 and higher education. The activities created in partnership with the George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Sciences and eReal are appealing to young learners. They spark curiosity, connect key concepts while learners are having fun, and allow learners to work at their own pace and to their level of proficiency. The Community MediCorps program is launching in the 2022-23 academic year, and our vision is to introduce innovative, immersive learning to facilitate activities that promote critical thinking through interactive experiences that allow for a greater depth to student learning. Planned research initiatives will provide opportunity for investigation and analysis for future educational contributions.
Okay, so I shared this video because a couple of the people that were speaking are directly involved as team leaders also within this project, and in my opinion, it's better knowing from their own direct voices what this project is. Basically, is STEM education for young students that are expected to not to be so, let's say, for them easy to approach STEM-related careers. So this type of project is mainly aimed at engaging students, like the recorded voice of Linda was saying, that many times are representing minorities that are really in need to try to be facilitated to get a little bit closer to the STEM related domain. To do so, we are approaching them school by school, traveling not the entire Virginia, but a huge number of towns, in order to have them jumping into the track for at least 30 minutes, in order to have them immersed, facing an interactive screen, challenged by avatars, challenged by digitized learning objects that are 360 degrees rotable, and that are allowing them to live in, partly to really influence challenging situations like the ones that healthcare professionals have expected to live and sometimes to manage inside surgical theater or inside settings from the emergency medicine. In this case, we were looking at a young student that occurred in a sport traumatism, and that started, let's say, a journey from the football field till the rehabilitation room with hard time inside an XR room and another hard time inside an operating room. Each time, the students are asked by the avatars that are performing all the scenes in order to provide their advice, in order to suggest the avatars how to behave within those scenarios. Students are at the same time provided with inputs, let's say, knowledge related tips using tablets and sometimes their own mobile devices in order to pop up relevant tips and relevant know-how that sometimes a young students, age 15, 16, or 17, like in our case, may not be aware of. So there are helps, there are cognitive aids distributed during the experience. The experience is a 30-minute experience expected to be really challenging within teams composed of 5 people each. 3 teams, in total 15 students, sometimes competing and mainly cooperating each other inside the track, because they are facing 3 different interactive screens. Each screen is embedded with a proximity sensor, laser device that is enabling gesture shaping. So students are expected to interact with the avatars both vocally and by the flick of their hands in order to perform actions that are happening inside at least one screen, sometimes that are happening within 3 interrelated screens. For example, they have to perform a cooperative game. It's a surgical room-related game during which they are expected to share knowledge about the main surgical tools. They are expected to perform jigsaw puzzle. They are expected to recognize shapes and names of those surgical tools, and they are expected to learn how to use tools and which tools are the most important ones inside a surgical theater. Another activity is about X-rays. Students are expected to interact by the click of the hands again with X-rays representations. Sometimes they are split in 8 pieces. 8 pieces means they are a puzzle. Students are expected, first of all, to cooperate in order to build all together the wall image, putting and linking together the 8 puzzles pieces. Then they are expected to rotate 360 degrees the overall image they were able to rebuild, reconstruct, and they are expected to cooperate in order to learn more also from each other. Basically, it's a cooperative learning. Something about the parts of the human bodies that are represented inside the X-rays representations. At the times, students are expected to interact with avatars, like this lady. I'm about to share my screen. This lady is a lady we are working with since 2019. We call her Anna. She's a digital human, and she is interacting with real human beings because she's programmed to do so with a system that is recognizing all the vocal and audio interaction and is also transcribing all the spoken words, like you can see at the bottom left side of this chart. Inside that 360 degrees immersive environment that is designed by Unity, graphic engine that is behind the most important multimedia content like video games or last and the next generation educational content, as well as it's enabling tips sharing and knowledge sharing in general. Give example by post-its that may be pop-up by all the people that are working and interacting inside this scenario. So with this lady, the young learners that are working inside the George Washington University track are experiencing challenging situations and are learning how to deal with unforeseen circumstances, like in this case, an alpine environment, or we have other environments, indoor or outdoor. Each of these environments are usually putting the learners within a scenario that is expected to be managed by very young learners that have to activate all the cognitive resources they have as a team, not only individually, in order to solve all the situations that they have to manage. I was saying before some words about the puzzle, the Jigsaw puzzle. This is one of the puzzles that students or learners are expected to handle inside the track. As I was saying before, it's an 8 pieces jigsaw puzzle that to be solved, at least ideally, requires knowledge sharing among all the teammates, so among all the learners, expected to cooperate in order to solve challenging situations, because if you think that the average age of the learners is 16, sometimes 15 or 17, we are talking of young learners facing a medical imagery that is quite complex to be understood and navigated inside the track. This is the inside of the track. We already saw during the previous video. Is in between a futuristic classroom and let's say a leisure place where lights, where sounds, where the screens, the interactive screens, are making quite adventurous the learning experience that the students are expected to perform, going around and mainly really deep diving inside STEM education related topics. In our case, mainly healthcare STEM education topics that the students are expected to face to their life. This was the first rendering of the track, approximately drafted 2 years ago, and above you can see a virtual patient, another virtual patient that today is performing inside the track. And this is the last slide with all the names of the people that were and are mainly involved within this project. And the same title is also related to a short paper that in case you would love to have further information about this project, you can find, because it's a paper that is attached to all the material from the ideas. Okay, I think we have some time in case questions should arise. So I'm available also just in case your questions, or if you have thoughts, insights, something to share among us now, online, please. This is your turn. Bruce is asking how we are measuring the success. There is a final questionnaire. The questionnaire is into Mentimeter, our website. So first of all, students are asked to answer some questions about the program itself, and a few of them are about healthcare-related contents that they are expected to have been exposed during the time inside the track, so approximately half an hour, in order to have a first and deep understanding from our side, so let's say the teaching and instructional design side, about their main takeaways. Then, in the coming years, because this is the very beginning of this project, we are expected to have back the same students inside the different scenarios, again displayed within the same track. So we envision the students using previous knowledge in order to solve new problems. So let's say a short purpose, a short program, a multi-step program inside the track, year after year, something like a 3-year program at least, in order to have the same students at least 3 times inside the track, half an hour each time, enabling us, the instructional design team, to understand the average degree of memorization and the average knowledge, let's say technical knowledge related to STEM topics that were delivered maybe 1 year before or 2 years before. So far, this is the way we are expected to measure. And Bruce is right in the sense of the online students. Yeah, oh, it's me thanking Bruce and thanking all of you for attending this session about the George Washington STEM mobile lab.
Thank you, Dr. Salvetti. That was a really cool presentation. Both of them were really cool. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.